G'day Wyatt, thanks for today mate. How do you feel it went today?
Look, I think this was an incredibly exciting day. We had some really significant outcomes. It was a bit of an experiment. The Prime Minister always makes the point that we want our great innovators and entrepreneurs to try new things. But if we're going to do that, then the government should be prepared to do that in how we create policy. And I think it was a great success. There's a lot that we can learn from this and develop it further, but to have all these intelligent, capable people in the room working with the public service and those two worlds mixing is, I think, something we should be really excited and proud about.
Yeah, hey look, Wyatt, it was a long day. Some of us got up at 3 a.m. in the morning and we only had 8 days notice. Lots of people overcame. Were you happy with the outcome, with how many people came?
Yeah, absolutely. I think there was a really good mix of geographical representation, but also the diversity of the innovation ecosystem. So we had our startups, our entrepreneurs, our venture capitalists, our angels. We had our scientists, our academics, CSIRO. We had that broad spectrum all in this room, and I think that gives great value to this conversation because innovation is a very diverse beast in this country. And I think if we are going to utilise our full potential, we should do all elements of that spectrum, not just one part. I think what is really important is there's some key themes developing and what we need to tackle. The big one is culture. We need a massive shift in culture in our country, and if we can't achieve that, then the rest is a nice thing, but it's essential that we can change our culture and embrace that entrepreneurial spirit in our sort of collective psyche. We're seeing the need to attract more capital into an investment into Australian innovation and unlocking that potential in that space. The need to grow our talent pool and also attract the best and brightest from across the globe. And ultimately, I think something that we really had a lot of consensus around today is we need greater cooperation between the government, higher education, science, research, and the private sector. Unless we can get the private sector involved in that breakthrough and collaboration, we're not going to achieve the success that we need to.
Look, we know there's no silver bullets. What would be the one thing we can take away from this and get some immediate success on?
Yeah, well, look, I don't think there are silver bullets, and the real success is an accumulation of what might seem by themselves small ideas, but you establish that framework. But I'm a little bit biased in some ways. If I had to pick a favourite, I did really like the National Lemonade Day model. I think inspiring the next generation of Australians to be the next great entrepreneurs is so important. And if we can plant a seed in their mind at a very young age, that when they grow up, they can be these incredibly successful entrepreneurs changing the world for the better. I think that is what more of a better outcome could you want? And I think that was a really effective way to do it without the heavy hand of government becoming too involved.
Yes, right. So after this, I suppose it's taking Policy Hack on tour around the country.
A Policy Hack on tour, if we can develop it. Interestingly, the public service really got engaged in this, and I want to pay credit to them. They were very excited, and I think they want to adopt it in their own internal processes, which is a pretty exciting development. We can always improve this. And then also from here, the outcomes report will be fed to the Department of Industry, Innovation and Science. That will be prepared for government, and we can officially present the outcomes from today to the government and get the natural machinery of government working on these policy proposals. So I think that there's a whole bunch of benefits from this exercise.
Thanks very much, Minister.
Thanks so much, Steve. You just call me Wyatt.